This is Jackit and me going around the CastlePeakLoop for the first time on Jack's own. Poor Jackit. It's very sad. Hopefully we'll get there, otherwise it's going to take us a very long time. There are two tunnels that get you underneath the freeway, either side. I'm not sure that Jackit's brave enough to go through them, but we'll see. I might have to get off and walk. What do you think, Jackit? I think you've been through a tunnel before. Go on then. I really don't want you to go off the side. Go on. Go on. Okay, we managed the first one, mounted. I don't think we managed the second one though. We'll see. That's a very brave pony. Brave pony. Oh, yes he is. Well done. Such a brave pony. Yes, he is. There we are. Oh, he's such a clever he is. You're okay. Good boy. So brave. Yes. Good boy. Oh. And some steps. And some more steps. Oh, keep going. Oops, careful. Watch your feet. Watch what you step on. Oof. Good boy. Well done. That's where you're skirting around the edge of these great big granite slabs. In the shadow of the granite. In a minute you'll see Castle Peak, where we're going around the back of. You might be able to up there. Here's Castle Peak. Good boy. Up there. Watch your feet. Good boy. This is just to prove that it's not all complete rocks. There's definite meadow parts too. And Jackit's very happy because there's things to eat. Come on. You're stopping for the stumps. Good boy. We've been climbing now for about half an hour, and Jackit does not think it's a funny joke. No, don't trot up that, you'll trip over that rock. Silly. There you go. Anyway, we're about to come out on one of the saddles, which in the spring is absolutely beautiful with all the grass and the mule ears, but this time of year it's brown and crunchy. Okay, we still have to make it up to that next bump over there on the right, and then we'll look over at Frog Lake. It's pretty barren up here. At least we're not climbing for a minute though, Jack, huh? We are climbing to the top. It's not the Frog Lake Overlook, but it's the top of this part. When we were back here in June, this area behind this hill was completely covered in snow. Oh, Jackit. That's very pretty, huh? Oh. Okay, we're gonna go there at the very top. Looking out. See Frog Lake down there. That's looking out towards Truckee Meadow and Truckee Inn. And then North Star is over there. You can see the ski lifts. And then coming around towards Sacramento. And then around this way towards Castle Peak, which is where we're going to go. It would help if I took my finger off. Jackit's forcing down the grass. Let's go over here. Come on, you. So you can see the lake a bit better. There. Very pretty down there. Jackit's much happier going downhill. This is a much better plan, he says. Move over. Both fit on here. To eat. Stuff it in quick. It's very difficult to run when this keeps happening. Come on. Come on. Oh, it's so difficult when there's so much lovely stuff around. Come on. You can eat and walk at the same time. Where we just came from. And this is where we're going. Up the hill. Watch yourself. Go on, keep going. Good boy. Good boy. In progress slowly. We just have to go over to there and look picture that little saddle. Unfortunately, one of us keeps stopping to eat, so it's getting rather difficult. Oh, that's interesting. There's stuff right up in that tree at shoulder height, which is the depth of the snow when it's melting. We did do some trotting for a second there, and now that's clambering. We have to go around this big piece of rock. But we're nearly at the very tippy top of our loop, so hopefully we'll not be spending too much time in the dark later. I did bring a headlight and some glue sticks just in case, but I'd really rather not. Oh boy, Jacket. Given the choice, especially since the trail at the end is a bit dubious to find. It's not super obvious because you're going over slab rock. Huzzah! Very pretty. There we go. Want to trot down this side? I think we can. Go on then. Worried for a while because I couldn't find the trail, but then we found it. So we're now on the Pacific Crest Trail. And hopefully we can get some speed up for a while, because right now we're not actually making 3 miles an hour. Stop it, you. Get on with it. Come on. We're coming up on, I think it's called Round Valley. And there's a hut down there called the Peter Grub Hut, which we'll visit in a minute. Where hikers on the PCT can stay there overnight, or you can snowshoe or cross-country ski in during the winter. We've got to get down there first though. So if we can get you to actually drink something, huh? So far we haven't managed to drink at all. We've come 10 miles. It's about time, Jacket. Come on. Come on. I think you can go around that. And then there's the cabin. I've seen pictures of this in the winter when basically the whole of the bottom stone part was covered up in snow, and you can only get into the top part. Hence the ladder. There you go, good boy. Good boy. There's the bathroom. Again with a ramp to get up on it. And the back door. This is a wood shed, this part in the back. And there's wood stoves and basic stuff that people might need if they're in an emergency in there. Pretty cool. And it's just off the side of the PCT. And here we are, back on the PCT again. Come on then. We came down from over there. Unfortunately we're back on rocky stuff. And we've got this climb to do. So we're back to plod status. Seems okay. Oh, just go around the pile of rocks. You can do it. Here we are, we're at Castle Pass. 7,886 it says. We're about 3 miles from the trailer at this point. I'm trying to decide whether to take the PCT home or there's the Frog Lake Rim Trail, which is a bit more technical and will keep us out of the trees, so it'll keep us in daylight longer, but it might be longer. So I think we're going to be staying on the PCT because at least we can trot parts of that. Okay, off the right. So we had the best burst of speed all day, and Jackit thinks there's booglers chasing us. So he suddenly starts walking very fast. It's very pleasant. I don't know if it's the hikers who we passed, who we can hear back there. But he does have a good sense of smell, because earlier he stopped dead and was looking worried. And we stood there for a minute, and then a great big coyote came and was standing on the trail and suddenly noticed us and went, "Wah!" and ran off. But he smelt it long before we saw it. This is cool, these rocks here. Watch your feet. Oh. I opted to stay on the PCT because I'm not sure we have time to do the technical Frog Lake Rim Trail, so we're staying down here. It kind of parallels this part of the PCT and we end up in the same place, but the other one stays up in the rocks above. Yeah, he says Jackit. I think he knows we're going home as well, that probably helps. What do you think, Jackit? You can trot this part? I think you can. Woohoo! Mr. Cheerful. Whoops! And that is why I have good adductors. Keep me on. Come on. More rocks. Very cool. Now, if you can hear off in the distance, there's cars on the freeway. And this trail parallels the freeway. I mean, like a quarter of a mile away, if that, for a while. It's really weird. You're out there. You think you're out in the middle of nowhere, and you're just seconds from civilization. But so far we have met, I think, 3 sets of hikers in about 15 miles. It's not exactly busy out here. This is the part I was worried about doing in the dark. So it's good that we're here in the daylight, because it's a bit vague as to where the trail goes. I mean, this isn't too bad, but it gets worse. I think it's to the stage where you can't really tell where it goes. You just have to kind of guess and look for scuff marks. Yaw. Hooray for boots and not steel shoes on the granite boulders. Oops. Oops, careful. Easy does it. There you go. Whoops. Oh yeah, I'm sure that boulder's going to get you. Go on, you're fine. You're a brave pony. You could do this easy. See? Easy peasy. Oh yes. Oh yes. You're so brave. Danger mouse pony can do anything. Keep going. I want to whack my head on the wall. Come on, keep going. I know it's dark. We had some problems, I think, because our night vision wasn't very good. So we stopped and we had to wait for a minute. So hopefully this one will go very easily. That's a shorter one as well. Yay! Look at that, without any hesitation. For such a brave pony. And turn to the right. Good boy! Well done! Very brave. Very brave pony. Well done! Oh, he says I am. I'm very brave. Except for the pooping in the tunnel bit, which was a little bit embarrassing. Go on then. Oh, I think we just missed the trail and I just told you to go this way. Sorry. Let's go this way. Sorry. Let's go on the trail. You're all happy because you know where you are. A lot of head flicking going on. A lot of head flicking. There we go. And here we are coming in at the end. 15 miles in 5 hours. Not stellar, but there's a lot of climbing and a lot of pedalling. And Jackit was much more cheerful on the last part coming back. Well, the Jackit seems to be okay. Come on then. Oh, trailer.